You become what you think about. And what you think about will solidify into your belief system, which is the agreements you make with your reality. So if you would like to change your reality, if you'd like to amplify your results, if you'd like to be more successful, more financially stable, you're going to have to first change your belief system. Because life is an echo chamber. It's a mirror. You can teach what you know, yes, but you will only duplicate who you are. So for the changes in the external first, the changes have to come from within. Today I'd like to talk about 5 phases of personal development. You see, we all start with a mindset that life sucks. How many people you know out there that living in this victim mindset? They're complaining about the government. They're complaining about the money. They're complaining about things that is external. Now, it's okay. You have to understand. Your mind, your brain is a 5-sensory organ that looks outwards. So when we're born into this world, we're looking for solution outwards because nobody ever taught us how to look within, how to personally develop ourselves. And so if you are born in a poverty environment, you have been told, no, I can't afford it 600,000 times before the age of 18. So it is your programming, your conditioning. Somebody said before, if you're born poor, that's not your fault. But if you die, it is. And you have an opportunity, you have access to unlimited amount of information to empower yourself, to grow. But it starts with the mindset, life sucks. Those people usually, when they walk on the street, you'll see their head is down. They cannot make eye contact. Now understand this, who you are right now is not who you're going to become. You're under no obligation to be the person you were 5 minutes ago. You're not a tree. You can just outroot yourself and change. You can work towards that. Life is a verb. The word universe, one vibration, one sound. It is a verb. It is constantly in motion, and you are changing. Nobody is staying the same. It's either down spiral or up spiral. Are you conscious about that process, or are you unconscious about that process? The second phase is my life sucks. You see, if you think your life sucks, it's not as bad as the first phase. Because the moment you say my life sucks, you're also saying there's something out there or someone out there that is winning, somewhere out there that is successful. And all you have to do is look for the system, the formula. Success is just a mindset. It's a choice. One has to seek it. What I found interesting, that if you would walk into a bookstore and to go to personal development or self-help section, 95% of all books are written to take you from phase 2, my life sucks, to phase 3, I'm great. The problem occurs when people are focusing only within themselves to become great. They become consumers. They consume the information they take from people. They're not focusing on the bigger picture of helping someone else to the higher frequency, to the higher vibration. They're kind of become greedy. Person that is self-centered is not the person that cares about themselves. They just think low of other people. They don't find the people important. You have good intentions, I agree. Because you're the last person to notice the change within yourself, you always think you're a good person because you got good intentions, but your behavior is not. Your action is not. It's not translating from your mind into your activity because it's just phase 3. You're focusing going from my life sucks to I'm great. You see, the magic in personal development happens from stage 3 to 4. If you're in business, your business will flourish and explode when you go from I'm great to we are great. There's an amazing word called synergy. When you're in a business, and whether it's a form of employment, you're working in your job, whether it's your own business and you're building your organization, when you have synergy happening in your business, what happens is the sum becomes greater than one. When team of people working together, team standing for together, each achieves more. There is people that have strengths and weaknesses, but by partner up with certain individuals, that has your weakness as their strength and vice versa, you're going to create synergy. You're going to create a mastermind. In a book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill speaks about the power of the mastermind. When two people that are aligned with mind and body in a harmony of spirit work together, they create a third mind, a larger consciousness that feeds both of those individuals and doubles the results, creates massive amount of more results. And the more people you have in your mastermind, and you do this consciously or unconsciously, how about some friends that you have that you don't even have to speak about it? You can both look at the situation and laugh or smile, or maybe you're working together. Teammates on teams, sometimes you don't have to say anything. They just look at each other. They're in the mastermind. They're in that synergy. And that's why great teams have a really great culture. But there's also level 5. You see, most leaders, I would say if only 5% of leaders could only reach that synergy, that level 4, we are great, truly leaders. But they stop there because they don't even know this other level exists. They don't study enough. They plateau because they're so significant already and they create massive amount of income. They retire. There's a lot of leverage. There's a lot of legacy building. But they never get to this level 5 stage. And that is, life is great. See, that is the mindset of abundance. And if I have to sum up the mindset of abundance, just because you're winning doesn't mean someone else is losing. And if you go through a phase in your business or in your life where you feel like you're losing, that doesn't mean that the people that are winning are against you. You see, just because somebody is no longer with you, somebody that left, or somebody that in your life that is no longer relevant as they was, doesn't mean they're lost. Just because they're not walking on your path and they chose to go in a different direction, doesn't mean they're against you. Doesn't mean that they think low of you. We tend to create these dualistic mindset that if you are a winner, they have to be a loser. But in the mindset of abundance, everybody can win. Even when the economy is low, when the definition of recession is money exchanging hands, the money doesn't go anywhere. There's plenty of money. Matter of fact, they're printing more every single day. You have to be in a mindset of abundance that is available for everybody. Remember, life is an echo chamber. Life is a mirror. You become what you think about. And when you stay in the mindset of abundance and you surrender into the process, you let go and let God, that mindset of abundance kicks in, and people, situation, and events will always be attracted into your life to manifest that desired result. Remember, you're not a human thinking, you're not a human doing, you're a human being. And a level 5 is being in that mindset of abundance. And watching the energy around you gather based upon the thoughts you think, you become so conscious of that manifestation process that you could choose the thoughts and place these seeds and water them and watch the energy around you grow and create that abundance that you're looking for. 5 levels of personal development. Life sucks. My life sucks. I'm great. We are great. And then life is great. I'm going to give you the bonus tip. Since you were little, you were told always to be a good seed. But nobody ever talks about having good soil. And even though through this personal development you're working on yourself to become that good seed, I want you to pay very close attention to the soil around you. Because it doesn't matter how good of the seed is, the soil, the energy around you within your environment has to be conducive to your success. It has to be able to empower you. I want you to focus on 3 things when you're looking for a good soil to plant that seed of yours. The information you're intaking. Trust me, if these commercials were not as powerful or subliminal as you think, why would the company pay millions of dollars in Super Bowl commercials, on TV, advertisement, radio, print, to grab your attention? So what type of information are you consuming? Where are you consuming it from? Are you standing a guard at the mind's door, or are you allowing all the trash to just be dumped in there? Be very mindful of the consumption of information. Limit it. Look at the sources. Look at where it's coming from. Identify their agenda. Number 2, I want you to think about the people that are around you. Are you building with people that are stealing your bricks and building somewhere else? Are you building with people that look like the people, that direction that you're going to? Do they feel good after you're done speaking to them? Do they make you feel less? Do you have to constantly explain to the people who you are, or are they bringing up the old version of you that you're looking to leave behind? And if that's the case, even at the hardest situation, you have to make a choice. Maybe not this moment, but with time, you're going to separate. You're going to try to limit the association. I'm sure your mother told me, show me your friends and I'll tell you your future. If you're around 5 bums, you'll be the 6th one. The moment that I realized that I couldn't be just friends with everybody, I had to love people from the distance, not because I don't like them, it's because I needed to elevate myself, and I knew that every elevation required separation for a short period of time, so I can come back and help them later, so I can be the empowering light, so I can be that person that made it out. And because they knew me from then, they knew I'm just like everybody else. I'm just like them. So if I could do it, they could do it too. And the third one, your physical environment, the place that you're in, especially if you are in business. If you're an up-and-coming entrepreneur, you cannot do business at the same place you're relaxing or be lazy at. There has to be an office. Whether it's a coffee shop that you go to for 1 hour a day to do your business and conduct your activities, whether you create a little space, you buy a desk, and you set up your little office area. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be luxurious. It's about your space. There is a lot of scientific data by going to destination events that you can create a new version of yourself and empower it with the energy. There's a lot of data of the places that you are has residual energy. When you had an argument with somebody in your living room, every time you walk by it, there is this energetic thought that enters, and you have this memory of that thought, and it's residual. Your subconscious mind has over 70,000 residual thoughts from the past. You're consciously only aware about 5 to 10%. That would leave over 60,000 thoughts that's coming from yesterday. And you want to make sure that the environment that you walking into, you want to conduct that business. You want to work towards your goals. So you want to make sure that the soil that you're around, whether it's the information you're consuming, whether it's the people, or an actual physical place where your body is working, is driving and empowering towards that future destination. Remember, you become what you think about.